is Shelby Bishop, and this movie is just a glimpse into my experience here at Dublin Elementary School. Dublin is a town located about 13 miles from Steubenville that is mostly of the Hispanic culture. Because its setting is very rural, there is not much activity to be had. It contains one grocery store with a couple of gas stations. Because the town does not have much to offer job-wise, it is considered lower on the economic scale, with the average household income being around $40,000. As you drive through the town, you will notice old Victorian houses along with the famous Dublin Dr. Pepper sign. With the name as the Dr. Pepper capital of the world, what would you expect? When I started out, I was in the elementary school in a first grade class with Miss Dorothy. Her classroom was very welcoming on entrance. She had the children's desk set up in a U shape around the smartboard. She also was sure to keep the pencils out at the front for use, as well as a word wall off to the left of words that students use throughout their learning. The room was very homey and fun to be in, which made a great learning environment for the students. All of the students in the class were of the Hispanic descent, but all were fluent in English. Because of the flood we recently had, we had to move over to the high school to finish out the summer. The high school classroom was set up with 2 large lunch tables and white bare walls. Though this wasn't what Miss Dorothy wanted, she made the best of what she had. Every day after breakfast, Miss Dorothy would bring the students into the classroom and seat them. There was no order to how she had them seated. They would then begin working on 1 out of 3 math worksheets they would accomplish throughout the morning. After giving the students about 10 minutes to work on each of the worksheets independently, she would bring them all together to go over them as a class on the Elmo or document camera. While completing these worksheets, I was grouped with one student who needed a little extra attention. H was a very active child that was very bright, but just needed a little extra one-on-one. He loved science and to play with his cousin after school. He was on target for his reading level, but just fell behind in his math. Though Miss Dorothy didn't have confirmation, she thought that he may have some ADD tendencies. By the end of the 3 weeks, with H, I could see tremendous improvement in not only his math, but also his behavior after finishing their morning worksheets. Miss Dorothy would then group them into groups of 4 to complete centers to reinforce math concepts that they were learning. I was assigned one specific group where I was helping the students count money. Money was a very hard concept for them. This was a great way to incorporate hands-on activities and group work to help the students grasp the content. The students also enjoyed centers. Though I had to leave in the middle of centers every day because of class, I observed many of the students. It was very interesting to see them work as a group and help each other when one would get stuck. At the end of this experience, there was so much that I learned and will take into my future classroom. All in all, my experience here at Dublin Elementary School was one I will never forget.